So the women in the Laut group are from in the olden days for the building center. They are the one who make the sail. So in 2020, before my trip to the Laut, there were way before that, in 2012, we did a research back to the Laut group, and throughout the Laut group there was only one old woman from Bulanga, and she was the only one that still have the knowledge of how to make traditional sail, because traditional sail was just not a normal net that you cut into a sail, and stitch, but it's woven in a special a pattern, and also even in a panel. It's when they stitch together, when the wind is getting, if they're going out for sail, when the wind's getting strong, like the panel or the patterns are automatically open up, and the panel are kind of like offset, so the winds kind of like just blow through the sail, so they were able to sail, with full sail, with no breakage, because of the special pattern and panel, the way the sail got stitched together. And so in the olden days in Fiji, for example, if the Tuinayau or the chief of Lau wants a sail for his tour, every island in the Lau, they know which panel they have to weave to make up one whole sail for the Tuinayau. So if the Tuinayau was selling his tour, just look at the panel, you can tell, this panel was woven by the women from this village or from this island. This panel was woven by the women from this island. So it's also a significance in a way that to recognize the women from each island in Fiji, just by looking at the sail of the chief of Lau or the Tuinayau. And that's the women play a very, very big role, because they are the main engineer in a building industry back in the olden days for to build a traditional. It's not a normal mat like the one you're sitting. It's a different pattern they use. So when the wind when the wind's getting stronger, it's automatically it just open up. It's amazing, to be honest. When the wind getting stronger, it goes to a point where it's just automatically open up. But it's the same idea now that the boat building industry, with the modern day sail, it's the same pattern that they're using if they have to make a modern day sail. It's the same pattern, and it also they cut it in a panel, and they got stitched together. And also when they made the leaching line on the sides, it's no difference from the way they used to make it in the olden days. In traditional navigations, something that we learn every day. It's pretty much common sense to me. It's just like the idea they have, and the knowledge they have. It's just there. It's just for you, just to dig deep and to find out. It's just pretty much their everyday life.